If you want to be rich, you have to despise poverty. Yes, I said it. And stay with me because by the end of this video, you're going to want to hug my neck. Because most people who hear that statement, they get a little emotional. They think I'm attacking poor people, but I'm not. I'm attacking the spirit of poverty. I'm attacking the mindset that keeps good people trapped. I'm attacking the identity that makes most people struggle for 20 years and get one break and then go right back to where they were. Because poverty isn't noble, it's not holy, it's not your friend. It's going to stress you and your family out, break your confidence, kill your options, and make you normalize survival when you're born for overflow. And this is where it gets deep. A lot of people will say that they want to be rich, they want to be successful, but in the same breath, criticize rich people. They say stuff like, well, tax the rich. Rich people are greedy. Nobody needs that much money. Why would anybody want millions? And I'm telling you right now, you cannot become what you despise. That's the law. Because if deep down inside you resent the wealth that other people have, you resent riches, your subconscious mind will never let you feel safe having it. You'll chase money with your words and then reject it with your identity. You'll ask God for an increase and then shame the very image of abundance when it shows up in another person. That contradiction keeps people broke. Now, I'm not saying every wealthy person out there is perfect. Of course, there's some bad apples out there. Of course, there's people with money with no character, but that's not the point. The point of the idea is wealth itself can't feel evil if you ever expect to embody it, because money itself is not evil in the hands of the conscious. Money is just an amplifier. If you're a good person, you're going to be a good person with money. If you're a sad person, you're going to be a sad person with money. It just reveals who you already are. That's why most lottery winners end up losing everything, because the problem isn't money, it's their awareness. Now, you can hand somebody $10 million, but if they still see themselves as unlucky, undeserving, limited, temporary, that money has to go. Why? Because the self-image is stronger than their bank account. Money didn't solve the problem. Awareness creates capacity. So the real question isn't, how do I get rich? The real question is, who am I within myself? Who do I say I am when no one's clapping? Who am I when the bills are due? Who are you when your current reality disagrees with your dream? When you see somebody else winning? Because if you see another person become successful, does that make you bitter? If so, then that reveals your poverty consciousness. If you ever hear about somebody making a few $1 million, $1 billion, and your first thought is suspicion, anger, judgment, that's not discernment, that's self-sabotage. You're telling your own subconscious that wealth is dangerous, it's dirty, and it's not for people like you. And then you wonder why money doesn't stay. Now, Reverend Ike said it best. If you criticize the rich, you'll never be one of us. Shout out to the legend. Now, that man understood something that most people miss today. Wealth begins in consciousness first, not in the wallet, not your job title, not the economy, in consciousness. And that's why I teach visualization, the law of assumption, and identity work the way that I do, because the enemy is not low income, it's low awareness. It's agreeing with limitation. It's calling yourself small when God made you creative. It's the enemy rehearsing lack until it becomes your personality. And I know this because I've seen it in my life. I've seen it in other people where they get a raise and then they stay broke. They start a business, still think like employees. There's people who get a blessing and then panic and go right back to who they were before because they never rebuilt their self-image. That's why external success without an internal expansion always collapses. Because you don't need more money first, you need a new self-concept of yourself. You need to stop identifying with the struggle. Stop romanticizing being overlooked. Stop making peace with just enough. Stop speaking like lack is your destiny. Because here's the flip. If you truly despise poverty, not poor people, but poverty itself, the idea of it, you stop tolerating those thoughts that you agree with. You stop saying, I can't afford it, and start saying, how do I expand into that? You stop saying rich people are different and start saying wealth is natural to me. You stop envying success and start studying it. You stop shrinking and start assuming. That's when everything changes. That's when your decisions change, your standards change. That's when your bank account finally catches up. And it feels safe to grow. So how do you solve the problem of poverty? Inspiration. We don't need any more weak motivation. That only lasts for so long. You'll snap back to the person that you were. Just like we have these New Year's resolutions, 15 days into it, you're going to go right back to who you were. That's why these gyms are all empty now. What I mean is we need a true inner awakening and seeing yourself so clearly in a higher state that your condition doesn't even define you. Money flows with identity. Money flows with belief. Money flows with self-concept. Money flows with awareness. So this is the ritual that I want you to start today. Every morning before you touch your phone, close your eyes for 5 minutes and see yourself as a wealthier version of you now, not later, now. See how you walk, see how you speak, how you solve problems, how you handle money calmly, how generous you are, how confidently you receive, how your bills are paid, how your business is growing, seeing how relieved your family is, seeing your name attached to overflow. It's so easy to see other people as successful when you turn on the TV. You're like, oh yeah, that, Kim Kardashian or whoever it is. But it's harder to see yourself. We have to start seeing ourselves as the one who's entitled to the blessing. So while you're seeing it, reject every identity that agrees with poverty. No more I'm trying. People like me never have that. No more criticizing wealth. No more worshiping the struggle. That version of you is gone. We're not building lives around survival anymore. We're building overflow, identity shifters. People who refuse to bow to lack. People who assume increase. People who bless others by becoming more. Now, why does this message matter so much? This is so much bigger than money. This is about ending generational limitations. It's about becoming the first millionaire in your family. This is about breaking emotional agreements with poverty once and for all. So yes, if you want to be rich, you have to despise poverty. Despise fear, despise limitations, despise the mindset that says abundance belongs to somebody else. Despise the story that made you believe struggle is who you are. Then replace that with a new awareness. I am worthy of wealth. I am worthy and safe with wealth. I am chosen for increase. I am available for overflow. Now I have a goal to help over 1 million people become the first millionaires in their family. And if that's you, like this video, save it so you can come back and comment ready, and I'll send you my playbook.